welcome to Puerto Rico. And I'm glad that you could join us, but this conversation is not for you. This conversation is for me. This is for me to be selfish and to learn about Puerto Rico and all the amazing things that are happening here. I just thought it'd be fun to share that with my community, as there might be some sort of magical moment in this conversation. So you're not going to see us really talking to you. You're going to see us having a private conversation, and I'm glad that you could join us. So we're here in Old San Juan, which is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. The last time I felt this way about a location was when I went to Stockholm, Sweden. And the culture, the people are really amazing. It reminds me of Filipinos when I was in the Philippines. It's just a really special place. I can see why so many people are starting to move here. But one of the things that's become very clear is after the devastation of what Mother Nature did here a couple of years ago, year and a half or so ago, a lot of the most talented people have left Puerto Rico, the people that have the means. And so now there's like this need, not just for investment money, investing in startups and infrastructure and real estate, but also in smart, intelligent people that are great at being entrepreneurial. And so you are a great entrepreneur here that's local. You have a great reputation. People say good things behind your back.
Thank you.
Can you please introduce yourself to us, and so we can get to know each other?
Sure. Well, thank you for the opportunity to have me here. My name is Braulio Nieves. Obviously, it's a tough name to pronounce or spell. Braulio, yeah.
Braulio.
You guys have to roll your R's. I know, I get it.
I can't roll. I can growl. Braulio.
There you go.
That's as good as I can get.
That's the best person that I heard in my life. So that's good. So we have a firm out of Guaynabo, which is like 10 minutes from here, from the capital, called Pariter Wealth Management Group. And basically, we are investment advisors. We advise our clients and entities in financial and investment planning and taxes and the like. And born here, I've been here all my life.
In Old San Juan? Or?
In nearby in Trujillo Alto.
Great.
San Juan has been my area of living and been I spent my last say 20 years in this area. Know them very well. So obviously, grew up here. I used to come here as a kid to the fort, where all these places that you've been visiting, I've been doing it, since I was a kid. So it's kind of nice and neat to see how it has blossomed to where we are right now, and like I was telling her, the other things that are happening right now, and the good things are happening not only in the financial arena, which is what I do, the banking, tourism, and others areas of interest that could be either for not only for locals but for people like you that are coming to the island to check it out and see what's out there. And we've been very fortunate to take advantage of that and help people moving in and establish their businesses and the like. So I've been here all my life, and I'm planning on leaving. And these are exciting times, like I was telling you off camera.
I feel like there's a moment right here that I might want to be able to repurpose in the future. For all of your Puerto Rican friends that are some of the most wealthy, smart, emotionally intelligent, connected people that were born here, that have left, that would really, maybe they don't understand how many changes have happened in the last couple of years, and you think in your heart, how do I tell all of the people I went to school with, the people I grew up with, these folks, how do I tell them to come back? So if you wouldn't mind, for one moment, I actually do want you to speak to the camera. Yeah. Can you speak in Spanish? And in your native tongue?
Oh, really?
and can you just passionately tell the people that have left here, that are from here, why it's time for them to reconsider coming back and being part of this community again, as you've stayed?
In Spanish, you said?
Yeah, absolutely. I may not understand it all, but I want to capture this moment to be able to share this with people.
Yeah, definitely. Bueno, a mí, ¿verdad? Aquí se le dice a la gente de la diáspora, ¿verdad? Los que están fuera del país, que se han ido hace muchas décadas, los que se han ido recientemente, definitivamente Puerto Rico es un lugar precioso. Ustedes lo conocen, no tengo que venderlo. Desde el punto de vista de negocio, hay muchas cosas que están pasando que yo diría que los últimos 3 a 5 años han acelerado en cuestión de desarrollo económico, especialmente en la empresa privada, ¿verdad? Sabemos que hay unas situaciones políticas y de gobierno que eso no va a cambiar, están siendo un poquito más, están colaborando mucho más con la empresa privada. Hay ciertas cosas que tienen que mejorar, sabemos la situación de la energía eléctrica, pero se está tomando medidas para eso. Pero desde el punto de vista de lo que yo hago y la gente con la que yo me codeo en cuestión de negocio y de relaciones profesionales, definitivamente es un lugar para echar raíces. Hay mucha oportunidad de negocio, y a los que están allá, ¿verdad? Que sean entrepreneurs o que estén buscando alternativas, definitivamente lo consideraría, por muchas razones y, ¿verdad? Aquí el capital humano de sobra, el profesionalismo que hay en diferentes ramas, y los invitaría a que por lo menos lo consideren. Mucha oportunidad de inversión, mucha oportunidad de negocio, y aquellos que sean así entrepreneurs, que estén buscando alternativas viables. En adición, es una excusa perfecta para que regresen o para que lo tengan como segundo hogar en cuestión de desarrollo de negocio y de su vida, y mantenerse con sus raíces y con sus amistades, su familia. Mucha gente ya lo está haciendo, tengo colegas que están volviendo por esas razones, y esa razón de la familia, ¿verdad?, es importante. No hay ningún otro lugar como Puerto Rico, ustedes lo saben, así que con eso los dejo.
Sí se puede. I know that.
Exactly.
I know that.
Pretty much.
Thanks for
yeah.
sharing that
Yeah.
information, because I know
Thank
that
you
like,
for,
it's obviously that's how you dream, that's how you
Yeah.
feel, that's how you think, and I feel like I wanted to create space today for the locals to be able to speak to the locals that are no longer here.
No, and
because there's no like if I move here, maybe I come with ideas and advice and money and startups and connections.
Correct.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm not. This is not my home. This
Yeah.
is not my land. I'm coming here as your guest, maybe your permanent guest.
Yeah.
But what I would love to see happen is that your friends, your family, your third and fourth cousins that also you all share ancestors, that they reconsider what's happening here and coming back and participating in this community.
Definitely. I agree 100%. And you know, we kind of have this conversation with some of my friends that are there. You know, you really should consider, at some point come back. And I gotta tell you, I know in my heart that most of the people that I know that have left, they really want to come back at some point. And no doubt. It's, so in some situations, especially after the hurricane, like you mentioned, kind of force them to, make this decision.
Yeah.
But certainly, the better we get in setting up the areas of interest for them and businesses for them to return, they'll do it. It is not. I mean, Puerto Rico, again, you've been here almost a week. It's a beautiful island with great, weather, food, the people. They know that, and hopefully, some point we create the ecosystem for them to grow that business. Like you mentioned, you bring ideas, but you need people to make them happen.
That's right.
So I think that's the beauty of it.
Do you have questions about culture, people? I mean, this is the right man. He's the local.
How do you address
this
concerns?
This is one of the dukes of the land. He's a prince, of the ground. This man, his ancestors have been here. This is their land. We're visitors. So this is the guy to ask about things.
So, how do you address concerns that people might have about coming here, whether they were from here or new people, in terms of in relation to Maria, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's a big question, and it was a bad situation for the island after the hurricane, but also create some awareness, I would say, in the U.S. As you know, it was all over the place in the news, in the media, and to be quite frankly, there's a lot of misconceptions about Puerto Rico, not from the people from Puerto Rico that left, but also about the American people that might consider coming in here. And I think that one of the biggest accomplishments of this previous days in that conference that you attend to was to show
the Tuesday through
correct
Thursday.
To show
that was the Puerto Rico investmentconference.com that Life Afar did.
Correct.
Right.
And I think that they did an extraordinary job in getting local, lawyers and accountants and even some government officials talking about and local people. Well, we call them locals now, the people that move here because we consider you local, that have moved from the States and seeing the beauty of not only the beauty of being here, but also, the legal system, the tax system that we have is a U.S. based currency, it's a U.S. jurisdiction. So obviously that gives some comfort level for people to consider move. But then once they get here, following your question, they see the people, the food, the music, and it's a more relaxed kind of a not hectic life, and you cannot put a price on that. And obviously we're not that far, obviously, from the East Coast. Obviously for you guys from the West, it's a different story. But then
in New York.
But then again, for people that are considering, like the group that were in the conference, I think they left with a great, a bigger idea of what we have to offer here. Not only on the business side, but also on the culture side. I mean, this city, you're sitting in a probably 400-year building right now. This is a city.
Yeah, it's at 1521 downstairs.
There you go. So it's crazy.
So this building is 400 and 98 years old.
Yeah, and we take it for granted because we're from here. But
Wow.
when you come from the States, and the building that we do the walk through,
Right.
those are old buildings, and there's a lot of history there, and we're there, and we can have fun. We have a cup of coffee. You can have food. You can do business.
The food here is
with
amazing.
this
the drinks are great.
with this environment.
Everything
so,
about this place is very enchanting.
yeah,
It is.
It's very
I like
enchanting.
it. I'm glad that you
Very, very
think that way.
enchanting.
Where do
Okay.
families kind of like to take up residence and such?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a beautiful island, so there's a lot of obviously the beach is number one to go and have fun with your family and kids. I have a 5-year-old son, so it's kid stuff, but it's always involved some sort of a beach, a pool, the rainforest, which I suggest you go at some
Now
point if you can to.
that's what, half hour, 2 hours away. How
No,
far?
that I think it's like 35 minutes
Okay.
or less.
Because we were
At
at
Yunque,
the southeast part last night.
Ponce. You went to the south.
Yeah, that was with John, who runs Entrepreneurs on Fire, the
Okay.
podcast.
Okay.
So we're at his house, and he was pointing to the rainforest from
Oh,
there.
okay. Yeah.
So, and that was like
Yeah.
an hour and 15
Yeah,
minutes
but
away.
from here is it's
So that's kind of
it's-
in between where he's at and where we're
Yeah,
at.
it's very close from
Okay, I
the
see.
and a lot of tourists when they come to the hotels, that's they take them. If they suggest go there because it's beautiful. But again, the food, but at least what we do as a family and friends, we gather with food, entertain with family. But there's many things to do here, kayaking or go to caves,
Yeah.
go to forts like this. I mean, and right now you're in San Juan, but if you go to the west, there's Rincon. There's a big surfing community there.
Is there?
Oh,
How about paddleboarding?
huge,
Is paddleboarding
huge.
big here?
Paddleboarding is big.
Okay,
so
I'm coming
it
back
really
with my
depends on
dad
what you want to do.
And 2 paddleboards. My dad is one of the great paddleboarders of all time.
Yeah, well, here in the Condado Lagoon, which is a family
I
from
saw
here.
that.
We do
Yeah.
it all the time with our kids. So
we live in Santa Cruz, which is like a big
of course,
surf place
There you go.
in California.
Yeah.
And he called me up the other day at 8:45 in the morning before work. He's 67. He's still swinging a hammer, building houses.
Yeah.
He's a very mighty man.
Yeah.
He is my hero. Gary Utile, you are my hero. He calls me at 8:45, and he goes, 53. Guess what number that is? I'm like, that's how good you look, Dad. You look like you're 53. He's like, no, I caught 53 waves this morning before work.
Oh my God. And,
He's
and,
an animal.
and I'm glad that you mentioned that because nearby you can actually walk to the right and see in the morning the surfer. There's a very famous beach that they go in the morning before they go to work. So
Wow.
that kind of island vibe is
So cool.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty
it's
amazing.
really great
I think
vibe,
it's pretty amazing.
Come on.
It's very healthy.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Ask more questions about culture, family, art. I'm not sure if you know about Pamela, but she's an art director, amazing designer, creative designer, photographer, and so much more. So anything that you'd be interested in, because a lot of people that may tune in to this archive, or maybe we post-produce something that's cut really well, so it looks professional, although that's not really my style. I'm more like dirty, gritty, bootstrap, and free.
Raw, yeah.
I'm free. It's free. I have phones already paid for them. This part's free. AT&T, I hope you don't charge much money for LTEing all this live bandwidth. I'll be very sad. But I'll get over it. So questions that you're interested in. I mean, because people are going to want to know the same things that you want to know about Puerto Rico.
Talk about galleries. What's the gallery scene like? Is there like an art walk night where they kind of open up the galleries and people hang out, or
they used
do
to have
exhibits?
they used to have an event like that. I believe it was the second Tuesday of every month here in Old San Juan. All the guys will be open up. They kind of shut that down, but certainly there's a lot of art galleries that do their own events, and it's pretty cool because although I'm not a big fan, art gallery fan person, definitely have attended so many of the events because they always they combine it with a DJ or something live with lights and music, and it's pretty cool because you hang out, but then you also support the locals. They do a big event called, you gotta check that out. Maybe you know already, Santurce Slay. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Look it up, Santurce Slay. They started with a couple of artists, and now it's coming. People that are coming from Argentina and all over the world to paint live or do these live stage sculptures for a week.
Wow.
So they go to Santurce on the Serra Street, Cerra, the Serra Street.
Cerra Street in Old San Juan.
No, that's in Santurce.
Okay, Santurce.
And they basically paint. If you have time before you leave, you can get an Uber to take you there. They do this gigantic 25 feet.
Wow.
Cats or rabbits and painting. They take that wall
Yeah.
and do a mural, but a beautiful, gorgeous art scene. They have it in Miami as well.
Yes, there's so much in Wynwood.
In Wynwood, so it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's called Santurce Slay, and they bring in the biggest artists in the world, in my opinion, to do that. They do it for free for a week. There's again music, booze. It's a big event, and it's in the street.
Wow.
It's all in the street. It's our street painters, but they do, in my opinion, because I'm not an artist, amazing job, because it's that big. You know,
the scale is
the scale because of the scale.
Yeah, and then you see those in Miami.
What amazes me is the scale of the size of what they do. How can they come up with that?
It's amazing.
I mean, I can even picture doing it, and it's pretty amazing. So that event has taken over. They're doing I don't know if you've been to Loiza Street. They also have events there that involves culture, music, and local artists painting. They're doing a few events during the year. That street specifically is great. It has a good gastronomy vibe, local with the local restaurant. You know, mixing different type of cuisine. I go there all the time. And last but not least, in Santurce, La Placita, which is very famous, they also have events that involve some sort of art, again, music.
Performances.
The local brewer beverage companies, they do a great job promoting these events. Obviously, they promote the brand, but also promote these local artists and young people to kind of get together, have some great times. Here in Puerto Rico, you will not find, like perhaps in New York or other places, a lot of clubs. Maybe 2 or 3 people want to more hang out at a bar. Here in Old San Juan, and it's a different experience. You know what I mean? You don't have to dress up. You can go like this.
It's casual.
More casual.
Because
I hate dressing up.
How about dancing? So if we want to go dance, tonight's Friday night. We go dancing on Friday night. Where do we go dancing?
You gotta go to Placita. That will be my best.
Now that's where
because if you're not a local, I mean, I don't
video?
go. Yeah,
we went there last night.
It's Santurce.
Yeah.
So
it's not here.
No, because Old San Juan has many different bars that you can walk in and party. They have nice music, and have some fun. But Placita, the good thing about it is that it has different stores that you can go either for food, either for drinks, for music, all in the same block.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So a lot of people that are obviously locals, but also a lot of people that comes to visit, because I've seen them. Guys, like you're walking around in Placita. I bet in the hotel, go to Placita on Friday, Thursdays and Fridays. It's great. They have a great restaurant called Santa Ella, which is phenomenal food. But then again, it's more casual. You don't have to dress up. Now, if you want to go to a club, then will be in Isla Verde. There's a couple of them in hotels. At the hotels, they typically have that. And but so that's a good thing. You can have anything that you like. If you feel like dressing up, then you go to a club. If you feel like walking around with sneakers, you go to Old San Juan, you go to Placita, you go to the Loiza Street, because they have different, and I don't know if it happened like that in the States, but here these restaurants, they serve food, but then they shut down the kitchen, and then they play live music, and all of a sudden you have a restaurant that they move the chairs and the tables, and people just standing up with music. And obviously technology helps you with that today.
Sure.
You can have a Spotify list and put the great songs, and people don't care. They just want to have
That's right.
A great time. So you should check that. Loiza Street, Santurce with the Placita, and obviously also which you already experienced. So
yeah. Now tell us about what you do for work. Feel free to promote yourself specifically, your company. Why should people contact you for wealth management? Some people that either are watching, or specifically some people that may see it later, they may say, okay, like, is there a smart, connected wealth manager that I can connect with in Puerto Rico? Who do I talk to? You're here with us. And so why don't you promote yourself and your company a little bit?
Yeah, obviously for compliance reasons, I cannot say a lot of things.
Of course.
But we are a boutique investment and financial planning firm out of Puerto Rico. And although that's something that I have to clarify as well, that has to do with what we're talking. A lot of financial firms from the U.S., money markets and the like, are moving their operations here, again, because of what you saw in the conference with the incentives, but realizing that Puerto Rico being a United States jurisdiction, we have the same currency, the same laws that governs banking, finance, and securities. That we are regulated, although my firm is in Puerto Rico, we are regulated by the SEC, the FINRA, all the regulators from the U.S., the same as me having my firm in California or New York.
Yeah,
and I have to clarify that, which is important. Investors or people that are coming in, that is a United States jurisdiction legally and judicial and the banking system. And we basically manage our clients' money, financial planning, again, taxes. We have a team of lawyers and accountants within the firm that help the client with different needs, whether it's taxes, estate, and investment planning. And most of our clients are here in Puerto Rico. We do have relationship also with different groups from the States, again, because they're seeing the opportunities here, and they want that local presence of a firm that knows the way around and have the legal support and the banking and accounting support locally to combine it with what they have and they bring to the island, and basically collaborate in deals and investment deals. And we're very happy with what we're doing right now currently with the firm.
And how would people get a hold of you, or they get a hold of your firm, maybe your assistant?
Yeah,
what's the best way for people to reach you?
Yeah, we have a website, www.pariterwmg.com. That's PARITERWMG.com, and basically you click in there and you're
so
gonna see
WMG Wealth Management Group.
Yeah, it's PariterWMG.com.
Great.
PARITERWMG.com, and basically when you go there, you're gonna see who we are, how we started, and the services that we provide to our clients here and abroad. So
great.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions?
What's one takeaway? What's one thing I should go back to New York and tell all my friends right now?
Well, the takeaway would be this: Puerto Rico is a beautiful place to visit, a beautiful place to do business, a beautiful place to stay. We have this miserable weather that you have right now, because she was worried that she's leaving tomorrow. You can come back anytime. It's gonna be exactly like this. So we have great weather all year round, which is great for tourism, but also from a business standpoint. I think Puerto Rico's in the verge to be and have no doubt that, and I don't see no reason why Puerto Rico cannot be a great financial and investment hub of the Caribbean, because of the reason that I just explained. The legal framework, the jurisdiction being the U.S., but with the culture of a Latin culture. We speak Spanish, we speak English, the food, the culture. It's kind of a great combination, and when you combine that with the business opportunities here, they're great. So whether it's for visiting, it's a beautiful island. Whether it's for business, I think we have all the ingredients that any business or entrepreneur, as a matter of fact, that you interview other tech guys in the VC area, entrepreneurs can come up here, set up their ideas, set up their investments, and grow them from here. There's a big list of talent people, whether it's legal, whether it's accounting, investment, tourism, tech guys, artists, the list goes on and on. So come visit us. You're gonna love it.
You are going to love it.
Yeah.
When I lift this up, you know what's happening next. That means the interview's over. Here comes the Google Pocket Disc. All right, Lander, we're done.
We're done?
I'm loving you
Did
right
good?
now. See you later.
Okay.
That was awesome.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the questions.
Awesome. Let's take that off.
Thank
so
you.
don't rip